Oh god, wait. I just had some orange juice and my throat is like weird. You know what happens when you like eat citrus and stuff? Yeah, that. Hi Teeny. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Wait, let me drink water. I don't like this. Citrix? It's Citrix. You know? Your throat gets kind of funny, like... It's not exactly like mucus. But it's weird. Citrus? Is it citrus? Not citrix? Citrus? I don't know. Yeah, citrus. Sorry. Sorry, citrus. Yeah. But I think it's better now. Yeah. It's not weird anymore. Speaking of citruses, I set up Tanya yesterday. I don't know if I did it properly. I hope so. I think so. The overlay, like the tests I did worked well. So in theory, everything is how it should be. And I also changed the jump scare thingy on the redeems, the channel point redeem. Sorry, I'm slow today. I woke up like half an hour ago. And I also added 2 other redeems. One is to make clouds appear on stream, and the other one is to make it rain, literally. So yeah. I had fun yesterday. I also disabled anything AI related because I don't want that on my channel. So all of the better TTS is off, and I think there were some image generators. Those are also off. I don't know if I missed something. I hope I didn't. If I notice anything else that's AI related, I will turn it off because I don't want that. LOL short loser. Hi Pancho, welcome to the stream. How you doing? I'm not even gonna acknowledge the short part. I'm not. Maybe if I ignore it, you guys will get over it. Hopefully soon. But the TTS is peak. Yeah, I just don't want. I don't want anything AI related. So yeah, sorry. Not sorry actually, but. But you know, there are a lot of things in Tanya that are also super fun. Never gonna happen. You say that now, but we don't know. We don't know. I for one will embrace our AI overlords. I mean, okay, but not me. Not me. If I knew they like pay the voice actors for those TTSs, then sure, I'd be down. But I'm pretty sure they didn't. So nope. Funny thing, I'm also short, but still taller than you. Everyone is taller than Noob. Not everyone. Some people aren't. I'm pretty sure. Definitely children aren't. Yeah, how tall are you, Pancho? How tall are you? Because maybe your definition of short isn't the same as everyone else's. Sorry. My throat still feels kind of funny. Let me take my CPs. Can you think of one person who is shorter than you, Noob? Not right now, but wait, isn't Bibu from Hololive pretty short? So yeah, there you go. That's one. Bibu. Children don't count. Bibu. Bijou. Bijou. Is it Bibu? Is it Bibu? Bijou. Hololive. Bijou. Koseki Bijou. Yeah, Koseki Bijou. Hair. Hi, Miss Nubahima. Long time no see. Welcome to the stream, Rage-tarian. Did I pronounce that correctly? Welcome. Hello. But you don't know them. Depends on your definition of knowing. 5'3" or about 160. That's pretty tall. That's pretty tall. Under 160, I'd consider you short. But like, yeah. That's okay. Average. Kinda. Yeah. I may not know her personally, but I do know her. She's short. She's short. So you're short then? Freak. Uh-oh. Short is below 150, not 160. So sorry, I misspoke. I misspoke. It's under 150, not 160. I am tall. I am tall. No. I misspoke. It was 150, not 160. Got my diploma and a Nuba stream. Let's go. Congrats, Ozaya. Pati. Congratulations on getting your diploma. Good job. Are you happy? Hello. Welcome. Oh, also Rage-tarian. I still don't know if I pronounced that correctly. How you doing? Welcome you both to the stream. Welcome. We're gonna be playing the... Is it third chapter? Second chapter? Well, the second part of the trial against Espella, because she's been accused of being a witch. And she's not. So I'm looking forward to it, because I love the trials in this game. Well, I love Phoenix Wright's games. I actually haven't played yet the last trilogy, the one starring Justice? Apollo Justice. Yeah, that guy. I haven't played it yet. I have played the OG trilogy, but not that one. I want to, because it already got released on Switch, so yeah. Maybe someday. You're also witch? Excuse me. Yeah. What about it? What? What? Do I deserve to be burned? Is that what you mean? I don't think so. We love witches here. We love witches. Witches are cool. I like witches. We love witches. Oh, but guys, I feel super tired today. Like, I don't know why, but it was so hard to get up. It was so hard. I just wanted to lay in bed. I got up because I had stream, but if I didn't, I would still be in bed probably. I would still be there. I tried to sleep. Like, I woke up at 8 in the morning, but I felt exhausted, and I've been trying to sleep ever since, but couldn't. But I had to get up. I love to chat and watch stream, but I've been trying not to pass out for 30 minutes waiting for a stream. I lurk and eat. Good night, Teeny. Good night. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. I'm glad you're prioritizing your sleep this time. I'll see you on Wednesday. No, Thursday. Thank you for the head patties. Thank you. I love them. I love the head patties. But yeah. Rest well. Rest well. Good night, yeah, good night. Good night, good night. I'm going to the hairdresser tomorrow. I'ma chop my hair. I've been wondering whether I should get bangs or not. I'm having that debate mentally for like a few weeks now. But I don't know. Because up until now I had curtain bangs. Is that how they're called? But I'm thinking of getting like straight bangs. I don't know. Should I? Should I not? Bald? No, I'm not going bald. I'm just gonna even my layers and yeah, get rid of damaged hair, which I don't think there's much. Last time I went to the hairdresser, she was like, girl, I literally don't see any damaged hair. I'm gonna cut however much you tell me to, because there's really nothing to cut in that sense. And since as far as I've seen, I have no split ends, it's probably gonna be the same this time. But yeah, it's just wait, I am seeing one split end. Oh my god. They are like not like millimeters long. But yeah, it's about time to get a haircut. Bald, hairless? Nope. You can blow away my hair, you know that, right? On the channel point redeems. Please don't, but that's an option. That's an option, it's there. You can make me bald for the low price of 800 channel points. Woo! Woo! I actually expected you guys to use that way more than you have done so far. But yeah, you haven't, which is nice. Which is nice, because I don't wanna get my hair blown away. I have the points to do so, but I'm saving for the Stop the Yap in the special stream. What? Why? You want me to shut up? Why? Why? And why on the special stream? Oh my god, that's gonna be awkward. 5 minutes of silence. 5 minutes of silence, no. Oops, hiccup. I am evil, you are. You are. Imagine just a silent karaoke. I just let the music play and I stare at nothing for 5 minutes, and then that's the song. That's the song. Woohoo! Oh god, I still haven't picked the songs I'm gonna sing. It's definitely not gonna be as long as last time. Still gonna be a scuffed, and I pray for your ears. But let's just have fun. Let's just have fun. You guys, I'm gonna sing the song from... Well, I guess not. Yeah, that's about right. Yep. I hope it's only you that does it. Imagine if you all guys did the same thing. Wait, I think I have a cooldown for that, so it shouldn't happen like one after the other. So that's fine. That's fine. Oh, and speaking of, I haven't figured out how to handle the VIP badges yet. Cause like I said, I want to give some right off the bat, but I don't know what criteria should I follow to do that. So yeah. Wait, what's on the screen? Click the to send AI. What? What? No. No. No, 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 no. No. Let me get rid of that. Where is it? Here. Boom. There we go. Done. It's gone. It's gone. But yeah, the Tanya thing sounds fun. Thank you to Chini who suggested that. It sounds very fun. I know there's an option to have like a grid so people can place whatever they want, whatever they want, like memes or images and stuff. But it requires like a manual accept for it to appear on stream, and since I only have one screen, it's not gonna be possible for me to pay attention to that. So that sucks. It's a shame, but yeah, it's an option. Maybe sometime in the future, in the far distant future, I'm gonna be able to have that on. But for now, we're gonna go play the game. Boom. Because I need to leave at 2. Because I have an appointment I need to get to. So actually, let me set up an alarm. And ideally, I would like to take a shower. Before that, don't know if I'm gonna have time. There we go. It's gonna be a short stream, guys. I'm sorry. We need to give enough for Nubit to buy a new screen. It's not. I know. You guys don't need to do that. You guys don't need to do that. Who takes showers? Cringe? You don't shower? You stinky! Stinky Usayas. Oh. Well, so much for a fun evening at home. The knights came and crashed our party. They were shouting all about a witch and a witch trial. Talk about coming out of left field. They arrested Espella and dragged her to the courthouse under suspicion of being one of those witches they mentioned. And if she's found guilty, oh, you know, they'll only throw her into a pit of fire. They're joking, right? No, they're not joking. Natural scent? No. No, that's stinky. That's stinky. Natural scent is a big no-no. No. You need to shower. You need to shower to get rid of the stink. Especially now in summer and with this heat, it's horrible. It's like hell. Just broke free here in Europe, so that sucks. I've been hating the heat lately. So yeah. Oh, you too? Yep. Yeah, it's awful. It's awful. The other day when we were playing Sea of Thieves, my friends and I and some guys, we met on the game. We were all complaining about the heat because it was bad. And like, bear in mind, it was like 1 a.m. at that point. So imagine how hot it was at that time for us to be complaining. Hi Pauline, hello, welcome. It's been a while. Welcome to the stream. Hello, how you been? Have you been? I'm glad to have you here. Hello. Hi. We just started today. It's gonna be a short stream because I have stuff to do. But yeah. Yeah, let's make the most of it. We're gonna keep playing on Thursday, so it's okay if we leave it kind of on on an awkward point because we're gonna keep playing this week. Oh god, it's Pauline. What do you mean? What do you mean, Osias? Yeah, I have been fine. I'm glad you have. I'm glad. Welcome, welcome. You arrive at a perfect point. We're just starting chapter 3 or 2.5, something like that. Well then, we will now continue with the trial of Espella Cantabella. Okay, they got together to come up with a strategy. Don't even know why this is allowed, but yeah, that drunk man just jumped out of nowhere and joined the witnesses, which, yeah, apparently it's something that can happen here. But yeah, oh boy indeed. A group of witnesses huddling up before a joint testimony in a witch trial. You can't make this stuff up. Inquisitor Barnum, if I may ask you a question. Yes, my lord? We now have 5 witnesses on the stand, so I must ask, why was this obnoxious-looking man left out of your initial group of witnesses? This game's trials are so cool in my opinion. They are. Like every trial, like every Phoenix Wright or Ace Attorney's games trial are top tier. I love them. But in this game with the joint testimonies, it's so fun. It's so fun. I love it. Bolt is right, Barnum. That's just cold-blooded. Thank you for the reminder, Pauline. Thank you. Everyone, remember to take your CPs. I'm gonna do so as well. There we go. Thank you, Pauline. Thank you. There is but one reason, my lord. I did not know this witness even existed. Eh? She's just called some guy. If you guys noticed. You, sir, failed to come forward. When we were asking for witnesses for this very trial, you were nowhere to be seen. Oh, yikes. Some guy. He's just some guy. It's so hot currently, you might need it. It is awful. We were just talking about it. It sucks. It sucks. Actually, how hot is it right now on my room? Oh well, it's not that bad. 27 degrees. It's not that bad yet. It's just gonna get hotter from now on. That's because I didn't hear a peep about it. I ain't usually around at night, except for maybe at Rouge Tavern. So you're basically telling us that you were up all night drinking. Anyways, it's all water under the bridge now, as far as I'm concerned. Just leave the rest to yours truly. Har 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 har. Is 37 in my apartment? 37? Oh my god. Oh my god. That's just hell right there. That's just hell. Yeah, make sure to drink lots and lots of water, and if you go out, wear sunscreen. Maybe avoid going out at all, but yeah, wear a cap. Go through the shadows, and yeah, don't unless it's completely necessary. This heat is not to be taken lightly. We don't want anyone getting sick, okay? But I'm sorry for you. It's just, oh, it must suck. The floor is made out of wood, so it just keeps the heat. Oh, that sounds awful. Oh, yeah, where I live, everyone's houses has like tile flooring because of the heat, so I feel you. I don't even want to imagine how hot that must get. Ooh. So I just stay in my bathroom because it's a bit colder. Oh, Pauline. Well, if it works, make sure you have everything you need near you. My goodness. I'm guessing you don't have AC or a fan or something like that. Ugh. Summer sucks. Summer sucks. Well, summer with a heat wave sucks. Summer without a heat wave, it's not ideal either, but it's tolerable sometimes. In some places. But yeah, I just don't like the heat at all. Bathroom Goblin, she's doing her best. She's doing her best. I mean, in that situation, wouldn't we all do the same? Just look for the coldest room in our house and stay there, not to die. During the last interrogation, the defender brought forth some surprising proof. Namely, that there was little possibility the accused could have used magic. I have never heard such a claim. It must be the doing of this logic. What rubbish! Logic, you say? I ain't got a clue what that is. But I do know that this bread baking baker ought to head back to the bakery. Eloquently said. Oi, Gramps! Give me and my partners over here a chance to speak. You wanna know how this witch managed to be holding that scepter, don't ya? They speak so slowly. Oh, when you say Gramps, you wouldn't mean me, would you? I failed to see anyone else meeting such a description. Have you looked in the mirror? Have you looked at yourself in the mirror, wordsmith? You kinda do fit the description of a Gramps as well. We'll show you she's a witch. I'll bet Snowy's beautiful white coat on it. Oh, poor Snowy, he's gonna go bald. On guard. Look at them. Alright, team, let's do this. Witnesses? Oh. Yeah, well, let us proceed with the testimonies. Why do I feel like I've totally lost control of this situation? Because you have, Phoenix. Because you have. I have to go. My friends wants to play Pokemon. Bye. Bye. Have fun playing Pokemon. Thank you for stopping by, Osaya. Thank you. I appreciate it. See you soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. The mystery of the witch's scepter. Is it Zorn? Oh, you guys know each other. Ah. Well, have fun with Zorn. Bye-bye, Uzayas. It's clear as day. Espella is a witch. We are not backing down on this. When she dropped the lantern, the scepter was not yet in her hands. The scepter must have been hidden by magic and carried on her back. The rogues grabbed her by the hand and held the lantern, so she must have had another way of holding that scepter. That's easy. The girl just put the bucket down on the ground and picked up the witch's magic stick. So, she had the witch's scepter behind her back. She then dropped the lantern and reached for the scepter after it fell. If that's the case, then it must have been possible for the accused to have used magic. How are we gonna refute this? This is bad. We just happen to know each other and stumble on the same street. Oh, what a coincidence. I'm gonna lurk a bit because I have to go buy some water. Okay, thank you for the lurk and thank you for being here, Pauline. Be careful with the heat. Bye-bye. Thanks to this guy, now all the witnesses seem extra determined to pin this thing on Espella. They each harbor a shared anger towards witches and magic. Such is the cause of their strong desire to see a guilty verdict passed as quickly as possible. However, such confidence is undoubtedly bound to cloud their better judgment and thinking. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think these guys mean any real harm, but they're all riled up. They don't even realize how distorted their idea of what happened tonight has become. At least, that's how it seems. This isn't good, Professor. The witnesses aren't thinking straight. They're completely blind to the truth. Sir Baker, rather, Sir Wright. Yes. You do not appear to be a mere simple baker, that much is clear. On the other hand, you are no ordinary defender either. Never before has a defender managed to clash and do battle with me here on this battlefield as an equal. He's so hot, guys. Look at him. I'm simping hard. Sir Blue Knight, this trial has not yet been decided. If there is any doubt in your interrogation, I will not hesitate to strike your case down where it stands. Okay, I understand. Defender, please begin your interrogation. I'm just gonna, what was it? Press, yeah. I'm just gonna press everyone. Hi, Frag, welcome to the stream. Welcome. How you doing? How's it going? Hello, Nova. Hi, Frag. Hello. I'm at a loss right now because I'm not sure about how we're gonna be able to get out of this. So I'm just gonna press everyone. Not backing down, you say? That's right. Spella is a witch. That's our story, and we're sticking to it. This is a courtroom, Miss Kira. We're not interested in your story. We're interested in the truth. You know what I think? I think stories have the power to touch our lives in really meaningful ways. That has nothing to do with what we just said. I'm doing mandatory Mary right after holiday. What's mandatory Mary? Okay, I'm gonna go. Oh, bye-bye. Bye-bye, Frank. Thank you for stopping by and say hello. I don't know what mandatory Mary is, but yeah. Good luck with that. What do you mean? Last year, I read a book about a flower girl who brought peace to the world with all the pretty flowers she sold. Because of that story, now I tell myself, Kira, one day you'll fill the world with beautiful flowers on your own. It's like the country call for you and you're forced to serve them. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Good luck, Frank. Good luck with that. I hope it's not too bad on you. Ooh, it doesn't sound fun at all. Ooh, I'm sorry for you, Frank. That story inspires me to sell more flowers. It's pretty much the same as this trial. What are you even talking about right now, girl? What a very touching story. That has nothing to do with the trial at all. Indeed, I have heard a nary a truer tale. Wouldn't you agree, Sir Blue Knight? What? Maybe it's just me, but I'd have preferred something a little more relevant. Yeah. I'm afraid our logic may do us no good here. Let's move on to the next witness, shall we? Yeah, we shall. When she dropped the lantern, the scepter was not yet in her hand. Hold it! How do you know that? No matter how many times we ask, you still say you didn't see the scepter, huh, Gramps? Gramps? I ask you, youngling, were you paying attention to this trial? Yes? Well then, magic made the scepter invisible, did it not? Thus, my old age clouding up my vision has nothing to do with anything. The scepter actually vanished. No, what I'm saying is, if it really was invisible, you wouldn't be able to actually prove it. Not so, young one, we can prove it. The girl is a witch, there is your proof. So my old age clouding up my memories has nothing to do with anything. The scepter magically vanished, you see. Okay, we get it. This is not good. When the lantern fell, you claimed the scepter was still not in her hand yet. So that means... The scepter must have been hidden by magic and carried on her back.
Hold it!
Hold it! The witch's scepter was behind her back. Well, it's like my little snowflake here. Whenever my darling gets too heavy, I hoist him up and carry him on my back. You mean your baby goat, right? Yes, there isn't a cuter little goat in this entire courtroom. Right, precious? Bah. I know it's been asked already, but you didn't see the witch's scepter, did you? Well, no, but it must have been made invisible by magic and then put on her back. Wait. Causes anything the caster touches to vanish from sight. So she needs to be touching. She needs to be touching the thingy, right? Simply chat a mirror to make it reappear. So this is not possible. Okay. You know, Snow is still such a tiny little thing. If I put him on my back, you can hardly see him. I hardly see the point of that comment. So the accused grabbed the witch's scepter after the lantern fell? And the rose grabbed her by the hand that held the lantern, so she must have had another way of holding that scepter. What? What do you mean another way?
Hold it!
Yeah, hold it. Are you alright? What? Why? Why? Well, for one thing, you're hiding behind what I assume is a shield. Well played, Blue Knight. You managed to see through my steel guard technique. Your steel what technique? You tried to penetrate the depths of my mind and deceive me once with your witchcraft of words. But you will find your words are futile against the strength of my shield, crafted from wood harder than steel. Now then, how about you? Attack me if you dare. No, just listen a second. Looking at this sketch, it's quite clear that the accused could not have held the scepter in the same hand carrying the lantern. Witness, explain to the court just how the accused held the scepter. That's easy. The girl just put the bucket down on the ground and picked up the witch's magic stick. But wouldn't the bucket have what's it called? Like mud, yeah.
Objection!
There we go. Okay, it should have mud, right? I'm afraid what really happened is not quite so simple. What? What you talking about? It had only just stopped raining moments before the crime took place. As a result, the ground was very muddy. If Miss Cantavella really placed the bucket on the ground like you claim she did, then it should be caked with mud, just like the lantern was after it fell. Har har har! Well, I'd say that clears up your muddy testimony, wouldn't you? Muddy? Well... Hey, Barnum! What? You just gonna sit there looking pretty? Come on, give me a hand here. Flattery will get you nowhere, witness, other than perhaps to the dungeon. Yeah, you tell him, Barnum. At any rate, there is but one question we ought to ask. Why is there no mud on the bucket? To the witness with the goat, may I ask you a question? Huh? Are you talking to us? Indeed. You admitted to the court that you returned home with a milk bucket. Illegally, I must add. My, oh my, such harsh words, Inquisitor. When you took the bucket home, you must have simply wiped the mud from the bucket. Is that correct? Is she gonna lie? You know, now that you mention it... No way, don't tell me. That milk bucket. Ah, that's right. I remember now. I don't know if what was on the bucket was mud exactly, but it certainly was dirty. Before taking it inside with me, I remember wiping it clean with an old rag. Are you kidding me? Why are they omitting so much information? Exceptional work, Inquisitor Barnum. Right. It all makes perfect sense, see? We were right all along, weren't we, Inquisitor Barnum? I knew that sword were just for show. Barnum, you slice his argument in two.
Objection.
Witness, Miss Mary. What is it? You're absolutely sure there was mud stuck to this milk bucket? Oh my, well, truth be told, I don't remember whether it was mud exactly, but I do remember cleaning the bucket off when I got home. Ugh. How is this accepted as testimony and proof and anything? It's just guesses. They are just guesses. How are they valid? It would seem. The defense has failed to disprove the witness's claims. Of that, we can be quite certain. Excuse me? Har har! That'll teach your Bluey. Bluey, you got that right. Do me a favor, will ya, Gramps? I want to change my testimony just a tiny bit. Are you kidding me now? I will allow it only if the witness refrains from name-calling in the future. You got it, milord. Well, all this court mumbo-jumbo has left me thirstier than a dog in a desert. Not dessert. Desert. Oh god. How much beer is inside that mug? Okay. Are you done? It's crazy. That witch there was holding the stick. I even heard her say the incantation thingy. That's right, I witnessed it all. Was holding the stick. I even heard her say the incantation thingy. That's right, I witnessed it all. What? A magic scepter needed to cast spells. The available spells depended on magic. Simply turn a mirror to make it reappear. What?
Hold it!
But no one knows for sure if Miss Cantavella dropped that milk bucket on the ground. Because there's no mud on it. Is that what you're saying? Hey, we went over this already. We know the goat lady wiped off all the mud.
Objection!
However, Miss Mary doesn't clearly remember whether or not it was mud that was stuck on the bucket. We really don't remember. But maybe? I guess maybe there was mud on it. I mean, she couldn't hold the scepter without putting the bucket on the ground. Because she didn't hold the scepter. Miss Mary, please give a definitive answer. You'll Don Bluey talk all you want cause it ain't gonna help, you see. The five of us, we saw that witch. We saw what that witch went and did. We saw it clear as day. Okay, who? You?
Hang on!
What? What do you have to say? Excuse me, mister? Earth to Gramps? Defender? When you say Gramps, might you, by any chance, be referring to me? No, of course not, Your Honor. Mr. Wordsmith, are you listening? Nope. Nope. I heard you quite clearly the first time, young man. These ears hear all. The crackling of the fire, the whispering of the crowd, and now your voice. If that's the case, then allow me to ask you a question. You were clearly deep in thought just now. Do you have something to say about this man's testimony? Indeed so. I felt something was amiss. However, what that means I cannot say. Amiss? Witness, could you tell us what precisely was amiss with this third-rate testimony from this third-rate witness? I don't know what third-rate means, but it sounds like an insult. What a bird, Barnum. 5 heads are better than 1. 10 eyeballs are better than 2. As I listened to this man's testimony, I could not help but become aware of something most odd. Why? Tonight, when the crime occurred, we all made haste to that terrible scene. The delicious scent of mid-evening dinner permeated through the air, the shadows of those present cast through the dim light. And yet, there were but 4 figures standing in that vicinity, myself included. 4? Hold on a second. You're saying that there were only 4 witnesses at the crime scene tonight? That's exactly what he said. These eyes may be old, but they know what they saw. So someone's lying. Someone's lying. Is something the matter, Miss Mary? No, it's just that Snowy and I are trying to remember what happened at the time. And I remember the flames erupting into the air. That's when Snowy and I made our mad dash to save the precious milk. Sorry, hiccup. And when those 2 ruffians were set ablaze, the flame filled the area with light. In that sudden flash of light, we could see that there were other people around besides ourselves. And that's when I saw them. The other people that scrambled to the scene along with us. I'm quite sure of it. There were only 4 of us there at the scene of the crime.
Objection!
Hold it, madam. What in blazes is going on? We have 5 witnesses on the stand, all claiming to have witnessed tonight's events firsthand. That means we have 1 witness too many. Yeah, someone's lying. Don't be stupid. Oi, you lot better stop speaking out of turn. All for one and one for all, remember? We'll promise to take this witch down together, didn't we? It's not quite that simple. We saw what we saw. Well, I say it's all about the numbers, and I counted, I say. I'll have you know, my counting is flawless. On nights when sleep eludes me, I can count sheep from moonrise to sunrise. 4 witnesses, 5 witnesses, what difference does it make? Girly pop. Are you kidding? Things all started getting muddled when you showed up. Oh, well, what the? You're saying it's my fault? I was there, you fool. Didn't I just finish saying that? My testimony is as strong as steel, even if it's not completely stainless. Wait, I need to blow my nose. Okay, I am back. Order! Order! I said order! What is going on here? You claim the number of witnesses does not add up? I have never paid witness to such an outrageous conflict. Oh, Layton is mad. There is but one answer to this puzzle. Yeah, I know how to read, guys. There is but one answer to this puzzle. A single possibility. What do you mean? Someone's lying. Without a doubt, magic must have been used at the scene of the crime. Furthermore, it would indeed appear that there were only 4 witnesses present at the scene. And yet currently, we are faced with 5 witnesses testifying to the court. That certainly is quite a fatal contradiction. Fatal? Fatal? Yeah, with only one possible answer. Would you not agree, Mr. Wright? The answer, it can't be. Is the answer that one of them is a witch? Well, out with the supposed answer, Sir Blue Knight. What is your explanation for the current number of witnesses? One of them is the witch. While it may seem far-fetched, the reality is actually rather simple. The real witch, and the real murderer in this case, is actually one of these 5 witnesses. What? 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 Yeah, that's right. That is right. You're telling us that the witch is amongst this group of witnesses? What utter rubbish! There is no possible way that such a claim would be true. That's right. You've got a lot of nerve accusing one of us of being a witch. We have told you nothing but the truth, yet you still have the gall to bat around such an outrageous accusation? Behold! Behold as my trusty shield deflects your petty words like the petty words that they are. Wow. I hope he never becomes an actual knight, that guy. He doesn't seem very reliable. Inquisitor Barnum. Yes, my lord? I would like to see a sketch of the crime scene at the time of the incident. Do you have one in your possession? Yes, certainly, my lord. Oh, my lord, I have one here. Okay, so I'm guessing this is where it happened. I requested it from the court illustrator, just in case. Very well. Witnesses? I would like each of you to mark your location at the time of the murder. Here on this crime scene sketch. Quickly now. The number of witnesses doesn't add up. It looks like we're getting somewhere now, but we haven't even scratched the surface of this case yet. And it's all thanks to this top hat wearing gentleman. The top hat wearing gentleman, he's the goal. The court accepts this crime scene sketch into evidence. Area map added to the court record. A sketch of the scene at the time of the crime. Touch details to see more. If one of the witnesses is the witch, that could only mean one thing. Somebody here isn't telling the truth. That would indeed appear to be the case, Mr. Wright. Listen well, Sir Blue Knight. The path you tread now is a dangerous one. Claiming that a witch is among these most honorable witnesses is a serious accusation, should it prove to be a false one. Oh, he's so hot. You will find yourself at the other end of my sword. Do I make myself clear? Huh? But that wasn't so much my suggestion. I mean, the gentleman here with the lovely top hat was the one who urged me to say it. It is the same thing, Sir Blue Knight. Indeed, it is the same thing, Sir Baker. It is the same thing, Mr. Wright. Oh boy. He tried to get away by pointing at Layton and everyone was like, nuh-uh, nuh-uh. Now ready your sword. Ready. Were you listening? You claim the witch is not the accused and that someone else at the crime scene was the true culprit. If what you say is true, then surely you can tell the court exactly where this person was at the time of the crime, can you not? Come now, Sir Blue Knight. Only you can enlighten us as to who this real witch actually is. Sir Doughy Defender, show us where the witch was at the exact moment the murder took place. Wait. How am I supposed to know? How am I supposed to know? Shouldn't it be like here? Like, wait. Causes anything the caster touches to vanish from sight. Summons a circle within a 1 meter radius from the caster. So it must have been near them. It must have been near them no matter what. So, like, once again, one of them is lying. It has to be within a 1 meter radius. So where do I point? Like here? Or here? It has to be like in this area. I just don't know. Maybe here?
Got it.
Oh, okay, yeah, it was like there. The witch must have been standing here.
Objection.
Well, what is the meaning of this? Unfortunately for you, that spot has absolutely nothing to do with any of these witnesses.
Objection.
Yeah, because someone's lying. They wouldn't tell you outright the truth. Inquisitor Barnum, I suggest you try taking a look at this. The Grand Grimoire? According to this tome, Ignace summons a circle of flame within a 1 meter radius of the caster. In other words, the witch had to have been within 1 meter of the flame when casting the spell.
Objection.
Of course, you needn't say it anymore, Sir Blue Knight. First off, notice that there is no one else in that area other than the accused. It should also be quite obvious from the sketch that there is clearly nowhere for anyone to hide.
Objection.
True, there aren't any hiding spots. However, there is one other possibility. If a witch wanted to stay hidden from sight. Yeah, the mirror spell. Most intriguing. Since you seem to love showing evidence, prove it. How was the witch able to hide in plain sight? With this thing.
Take that.
This Thalia Magica contains 2 magic gems. Ignace and one other spell. That's right, the spell Dimir. Dimir. Ah, it cannot be. That's right. There was most certainly a witch present at the crime scene, only they were completely invisible. All thanks to the magic spell Dimir. Well, what foolishness is this? Yeah. Order! Order in the court! Defender! What are you getting at? I thought the witch used the mirror to make the Thalia Magica disappear.
Objection.
According to the Grand Grimoire, under the entry for the mirror, it causes anything the caster touches to vanish from sight. In other words, supposing the witch were holding the staff in one hand while touching part of their body with the other, they would be able to make themselves disappear. Are you implying that this is the reason for the conflicting number of witnesses? That's what I am implying. Indeed it is, which means, witnesses, someone amongst you is not disclosing the entire truth, and that person is the witch we seek. I believe this is the most probable scenario. Ooh. Would you look at that? Honorable witnesses, you will testify to the court one final time. Tell us exactly what you saw and what you did not see at the scene of the crime. How absurdly absurd! The purpose of the trial is to convict that girl of the crime, is it not? That's right, we are not witches. Witnesses, I ask that you listen. There is a witch mingling among you. That's right. I'm afraid you are all no longer brothers in arms. The true opponent here is within your own group. The real witch is one of these 5 witnesses, huh? Fine by me. Time to put an end to this trial. Let's go. Witness testimony. What we saw and what we didn't see. You wish to know where we were all standing tonight? It matters not. Would the flames not burn just the same? That flame, I never saw anything like it. It quite literally left me speechless. I couldn't even so much as scream. I heard the tiniest cry, and then, when I turned around, the blighters were roasting, so I rushed right over. I heard the incantation, then the flame suddenly erupted. I'm certain of it. I only saw 3 people there with us. As I said, there were only 3 others present, like that man there who was stumbling around like a newborn calf. A most heinous act indeed. No small wonder these witnesses are so confused. A witch amongst the witnesses. What an utterly baseless claim. I don't think so, Barnum. The only baseless claim in this case of Espella is of Espella being a witch. It's more than a little likely one of these witnesses is the culprit. These testimonies are bound to tell me who the real witch is. Cross-examination. What we saw and what we didn't see. You wish to know where we were all standing tonight? It matters not. Wouldn't the flames number? That doesn't. The flame, I never saw anything like it. It quite literally left me speechless. I couldn't even so much as scream. So she... Wait. She's saying she couldn't speak, right? But she's next to this guy, and this guy says he heard something. I heard the tiniest cry. And then when I turned around, the blighters were roasting, so I rushed right over.
Hold it!
The tiniest cry. It might have been someone saying the incantation for that spell. Me memory is kinda hazy on that one. Scared me good though. Never jumped off my feet so fast in all my life. Nearly had a heart attack, I tell ya. Jumped up. That's right. It was still raining cats and dogs, so being the resourceful chap I am, I decided to doze under a tree for a bit. Wait. Who? You? Why?
Hang on!
Is everything alright, Mr. Wordsmith? What is that you want this time, young one? I just wanted to know if you had any thoughts on the testimony just now. Ah, yes. Thoughts about slumbering under trees, you mean? Slumbering? I often find myself weaving the most intricate of dreams under that very tree. Of course, I could not nap tonight. Not with that uncouth men usurping my special dream spot, could I? Are you using this cross-examination to argue over a napping spot? Yeah, apparently so. Let us hope such arguments do not lead to any criminal acts in the future. Witness, please continue your testimony. Wait, maybe I didn't need to press on that one and let him talk a little bit more. The tiniest cry, blah 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 blah. Okay, we're ignoring that part.
I say.
And we keep talking. So you slept under a tree in the rain? Why am I not surprised? Anyway, I tried to put out the fire by chucking some of my drink at it. Amazingly, didn't do much good at it. Though. Right. But they ended up roasted, huh? Turns out magic won that fight, alright? This guy is unbelievable. Okay, so there's nothing on that testimony. So then... maybe her?
Hold it!
It must have been pretty terrifying, huh? Yes, it's the kind of thing you only read about in books. The moment that pillar of fire erupted, I could feel my throat tightening up. It was so difficult to breathe, I couldn't even manage so much as a scream. Quite. After all, the flames engulfed the scene in the blink of an eye. Yes, I'm sorry. That's why I can't really remember. So you can't remember the number of people at the crime scene? Naturally, that is understandable, witness. That's also why I was a little late getting to the scene compared to others. I don't know who to present what. I'm guessing it's the map, but the only thing that's kind of weird is this. Like, she should at least remember him, but she says she doesn't remember anyone. What if I present the map to her? I couldn't even so much her screen. It's just... it doesn't have anything to do with what she says exactly. I heard the incantation, then the flame suddenly erupted. I'm certain of it. I only saw 3 people there with us.
Hold it!
Are you absolutely certain? Well, I believe so, but then when you think about it, can anyone really be absolutely certain of anything? It worries me that you're saying that in the middle of a cross-examination. I believe the witness means that there is no way she can be certain whether there were 4 witnesses or 5 at the crime scene. Anyhow, there was a matter of great importance that Snowy and I had to tend to. The milk bucket. Ah, you must mean... That's right, the milk. If any soot had got into that milk, it wouldn't be the tragedy to end all tragedies. What?
Hang on!
Could I stop you there, mister? Some guy... Mister! Har! Whoa! Tone down the volume, Bluey! Har! That's my line. Does anything come to mind regarding Miss Mary's testimony? Nope, not really. Nothing important anyways. Just that I think this old lady is full of it. Huh? I'm talking about the milkman. The milk. You'll know the second you try the stuff. It ain't nothing to write home about, let me tell you. What are you saying, you dolt? Who on earth will let you drink anything as delicious as the milk from my farm? A ruffian like you is better served by whatever unthinkable liquid is in that never-ending mug of yours. Bah. Are you guys using this cross-examination to argue over milk? This is crazy. This is crazy. Let us hope such arguments do not lead to any criminal acts in the future. Again. As I said, there were only 3 others present, like that man there who was stumbling around like a newborn calf.
Hold it!
Hold it. So including yourself, there were a total of 4 witnesses at the crime scene, correct? That is how it has come to pass. By the way, what do you mean by stumbling around like a newborn calf? Ah, yes, that was a man as inebriated as he was loud. Quite the humorous sight it was, I dare say. He must mean the witness permanently glued to this cup of whatever it is he's drinking. When I saw the flames rise up into the sky, I wondered to myself, my word, whatever could that be? However, I could not simply walk over to check. My knees were a bit weak from shock, you see. That's when the wobbly-legged gentleman came running over. What?
Hang on!
Oh! Is something the matter, mister? The music stopped. Mister! Har! Whoa, tone down the volume, Bluey. That's my line. Sir Blue Knight. Next time, please think before trying to press this witness. Looks like this guy even managed to scare Barnum half to death. Now then, sir, about Mr. Wordsmith's testimony just now. He claimed you were stumbling around. What does he mean by that? I'm gonna set the record straight right now. In no way I was stumbling around anywhere. I'd like to think of it more like staggering with style. A responsible adult should know better than to go stumbling around in the dead of night. Hey, look, I don't just go stumbling around like some clumsy idiot. I've got more sense than that. But anyway, I kinda tripped over a large stone. I mean, you don't exactly see what's on the ground in front of you when you're running at full pelt, right? So, you could say I put my life out on the line, proving that you really need to watch where you're going when you run. How courageous of you. Someone give this guy a medal. My lord, this testimony is a meaningless waste of everyone's time. Well, Defender, is there a point to this particular line of questioning? Is there anything worth pursuing here? What should I do? Well, I mean, it's the only time we have something to question, so let's just keep at it. Wait. There we go. The witness stated earlier that he tripped over a large stone. Mister, I have one question for you. Why weren't you watching what was in front of you? Well, to be honest with you, it ain't much of a real reason, but something suddenly caught my attention. Out of nowhere, I sort of heard someone call out my name. You heard your name? Of course, I turned around when I heard it. Who wouldn't? When a woman calls your name, you pay attention, am I right? So, you heard someone call out, "Hey you," from behind, you mean? What? I said they called me name. How many guys do you know called "Hey you"? My name is Amir. And don't you forget it, Blue, you hear me? Amir? I must say this gentleman does not strike me as an Amir. You know, Professor, it's not a very memorable name, huh? That's harsh. Honorable witnesses, is there anyone among you who was aware of this man's name prior to now? Not at all. He's always just been Mister to me. A knight's name is only as good as the name of the sword he carries. Nope. It is the first I've heard of this. I dare say I did not expect his name to be one such as Emir. I'm sorry, but I didn't know his name either. I only remember the names of my most loyal customers. Okay, it looks like absolutely no one knew this witness's name. You know, it ain't really much of a surprise to me either. Ha 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 ha. Har. But seriously, I definitely heard someone call me name. When you get to be me age, you really start to wonder when you'll find that true love, you know? I thought that pretty voice tonight might have been me sweetie. Okay. So, we know the only person that was behind him, right? That's Kira. Sorry, wrong one. That was Kira. That's the girl that was behind him. And let me check. Yeah. Simply chant Amir to make it reappear. Amir, which sounds similar to Emir. So we know who it was. Your Honor, I don't believe we should be so quick to label Miss Emir's testimony meaningless, would you not agree? I request that the witness add this amusing anecdote to this testimony. Understood. Witness, amend your testimony, but please reflect only the important points of your story. I'm telling ya, I heard someone call my name and I was looking around trying to find them. I hurried to the scene, but I ended up tripping when I heard someone call me name from behind. So what do I...
Hold it!
Oh shoot, I didn't mean to press. Excuse me, Amir. Don't sweaty, Bluey, Mister. Hey, you, it's all the same to me. You stated that you heard your name being called from behind. Are you absolutely sure about that? Well, right or wrong, it sure sounded like my name. I mean, what else could it have been? I wouldn't have remembered it happening if I hadn't heard something, right? Still, maybe there's a chance I just imagined it, huh? But anyway, I remember it came from somewhere behind me. From somewhere behind you? Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Mr. Amir's memory isn't the most accurate, but if what he says is true, then there's definitely something here. Something, you say? Might you mean a contradiction? Yeah, I think so. Although, I don't know, there's just something strange about his testimony. I don't see any decisive evidence in the court record that can help. Do you mean to say you found a contradiction that cannot be supported by the evidence?
Objection.
Then the Grand Grimoire, if it's not in the court record, then that tells us we have to present the spell. My lord, this line of interrogation is a complete waste of the court's time. Defender, I must warn you, from here on, any unnecessary questioning will be dealt with accordingly. If I don't answer correctly here, it's curtains for the trial and for Espella. If you are intent on finding a fault in this witness testimony, you will need to present decisive evidence to back up your claims. There's not one single piece of decisive evidence in the court record. What do I do now, Mr. Wright? Mr. LAYTON, I have an idea. I believe there is a weapon of sorts with which you may be able to expose this contradiction without the need of evidence. A weapon. The Grand Grimoire! Now, defender, give us your answer. Yes, Your Honor. The defense finds that the witness's testimony contains a clear contradiction. Your Honor, the defense believes there is a huge contradiction in the witness testimony.
Objection.
Boom! What is it? You must be an even bigger fool than I thought, Sir Blue Knight. You really do not possess even a silver of common sense, do you?
Objection.
Objection. If I may interrupt for just a moment, Inquisitor Barnum, allow me to ask you this. What need is there for common sense in a world that forgoes using it? Accordingly, I must humbly ask that you discard such a manner of thinking. Whatever do you mean? You have my utmost thanks for placing your trust in me, Mr. Wright. Let us discuss the one remaining weapon in this cross-examination. The remaining weapon? This trial has taught us a valuable new technique to be used in the courtroom, has it not? You mean questioning, right, Professor? Indeed it is, Luke. Each of the witnesses in this trial has given their own account of what occurred. Therefore, whenever one witness has testified, the other remaining witnesses have listened. That gives me an idea. In addition to catching a witness off guard and questioning them about another's testimony, there is one more thing. There's something else we can get from a 5-person cross-examination? That's right, of course. Indeed, Mr. Wright, contradictions. Should one witness' testimony differ from another's testimony, then I suppose that in itself can also be considered a contradiction, can it not? Testimony contradicting testimony. I never would have thought of that until now. Enough. Sir Blue Knight, are you prepared to present to the court evidence proving the contradiction within this witness's testimony? The witness testimony does not contradict any evidence. It contradicts the testimony. What are you talking about? It is time, Mr. Wright. Have a look at the touchscreen. Oh, there you will see the testimony of the witness in question, as well as those of other witnesses. Keep your eyes peeled and identify the contradicting testimony. It has to be from Kira. She said she didn't say anything, but she's the one that was behind him. Alright, let's give this another shot, Nick. And make sure you don't forget to take a look at the court record too. Okay. I hurried to the scene, but then I ended up tripping when I heard someone call my name from behind. I couldn't even so much as scream.
Objection.
There we go. Ooh, so epic. The person contradicting this man's testimony is none other than you, Miss Kira. Are you both pointing at me? At the time of the incident, that man heard someone's voice call his name. That voice belonged to you, Miss Kira. It could not have been anyone else. And yet, in your testimony, you stated that you were in such shock during tonight's events that you couldn't even speak. This is a clear contradiction.
Objection.
What? What is this? What is the meaning of this, defender? Can you really claim to trust the sham of a witness and his sham of a testimony?
Objection.
Why not? That man's character is besides the point. His testimony is anything but a sham. As he watched the flames erupt, his attention was drawn to a voice behind him, which in turn made him fall over. He heard a woman's voice calling his name. A very concrete reason, and reason enough to believe his testimony.
Objection.
If it is as you say, then explain why you feel this witness is somehow responsible. That's right, why me? People barely hear me when I'm out selling my flowers. That's how softly my voice is. And besides, there was another woman at the scene, wasn't there? Me? What are you getting at, young lady? Do you honestly think a woman my age would be out late at night in the forest flirting with a questionable man? Besides, I didn't even know this pathetic man's name. How could I even call out to him? Neither did I. And even if I did know his name, do you really think he's the kind of guy any self-respecting girl would want? Come on, ladies. I am standing right here, you know. Oh, poor Amir. As I was saying, the only person that guy could have heard from behind was you, Miss Kira. The defense wishes to present evidence to prove his claim. That's the map. The map. To accuse a witness like this young lady here, why this is simply unheard of. I must warn you, defender, if you cannot prove your accusation to this court, you will see the underside of my grave. Oh, of my gable, sorry. Show us the evidence proving this young lady was the one who called out to this man at the time of the crime. The map.
Take that!
Take a look at this and you'll have your answer. This is the crime scene sketch. You can see the position of each witness during the crime. The only person that he could possibly have heard from behind was none other than Miss Kira.
Objection.
Boom. Listen here, Sir Blue Knight. I will only tell you this one more time. A sham of a witness yields only a sham of a testimony. That is all there is to it. Did you, in fact, see this flower girl's face? You know, now that you mention it, seeing as I've fallen down and all, I don't think I saw her face. Okay, but you heard her voice, right? Let me think. The voice came out of nowhere. It was kinda high-pitched, and I guess it kinda sounded like her, but I can't say whether or not it was this girl's voice. And there you have it, Sir Blue Knight. Such a pity. What I don't understand is that no one in this courtroom is sure of what they're saying. Why is Emir's words being questioned the most when no one is telling the truth right now, or is just guessing, or doesn't remember clearly? Why is his testimony less valid than anyone else's? Huh? Milord, it's clear that the defense's claim is nothing but a pointless waste of the court's time. I recommend you deliver unto them a penalty befitting such behavior. Indeed, Inquisitor. Ready yourself, defender. Well, what is that laughter? Pardon me, milord. It looks like you've finally arrived at a decision. That means this has nothing to do with me. Isn't that right, Inquisitor Barnum? What are you saying? I'm saying that it's time for me to stop peddling testimony and get back to peddling flowers. I mean, look at all those flowers left over. It's going to take until sunrise to sell them all if I stay here any longer. Or maybe, milord, you and the rest of the court would be interested in buying my entire stock of flowers to help a girl out? Ah, no, I don't think. I mean... Then it's settled. Now, if you'll excuse me, my apologies for the interruption. Understood. The court will dismiss the witness. Well, Miss Kira, it would seem you are beginning to show the court your true colors. Oh? Whatever do you mean? Okay then. Everyone, it looks like that's that.
Hold it!
Wait, you can't leave yet. This cross-examination isn't over. Now that's funny. You say it isn't over and yet the rest of the court seems to think otherwise. Isn't that right, Inquisitor Barnum? The Inquisition maintains that the real witch is the accused, Espella Cantabella. This girl is nothing more than a witness. As such, the court cannot force her to stay against her will. This is bad. If they let her walk out now... Nick, do you think she could be... the real witch? You really like throwing around accusations, don't you, Sir Defender? Let me spell it out for you one last time, so even you can understand. I didn't know this man's name at all before today. I still don't remember it. So, how could I have called out to him? Do you get it now? Now then, until we meet again. Don't forget to buy some flowers on your way home, everyone. Wait.
Hold it.
There is a way she could have quote-unquote called his name, like we said. It's this, Amir, not Emir. He just thought he was calling for him when what she did was reappear. One moment, please, Miss Kira. Is there something else you wanted? You don't seem to realize what you just let slip. What are you talking about? This man testified that he heard his name called at the crime scene. However, you had no knowledge of his name at the time, is that correct? That's right. That weirdo is just imagining things. Like I said, I've already forgotten his name even though he told it to us earlier. There is just one problem, Miss Kira. Namely, what the voice he heard tonight was actually saying. Huh? What do you mean? That's obvious. It was a name, wasn't it? Now, what was the name again? Milord, I'm still here, you know. Oh, poor Amir. You're saying that what this man heard tonight wasn't a name, but rather something else entirely? Yup. Indeed I am, Inquisitor Barnum. Something else. Aha! There's only one other thing it could be. It's a stretch, but the possibility is there. It's not a stretch. That's right, Mr. Wright. That single possibility is the key to solving this mystery. Is the defense ready to present its evidence to the court? This is ridiculous. I demand you let me go this instant. Witness, what you are being accused of is not to be taken lightly. You will not leave this courtroom so long as any reasonable doubt remains. Defender, you may present your evidence. Show the court what the voice this man heard tonight was really saying. Amir.
Take that!
Excuse me, mister. I'm sorry, what's your name again? You've, got a name that no one seems to be able to remember for some reason. Hey, it's Amir. My name is Amir, darn it. How many times I've gotta say it? No, no matter the number of times you say it, you do not look like an Amir. Again, I only remember my most loyal customers' names, and he doesn't look like he could afford even a single daisy. Come on, guys. Stop kicking a guy when he's down. Mr. Amir, what you heard tonight at the crime scene was not your name. Your name just so happens to sound exactly like a certain other name. Another name? Uh-huh. The name of a spell. The answer is right here in this tome. I'm talking about Amir. Amir? What he actually heard at the time wasn't his own name. It was the name of a magical incantation. What the? Ooh, we're finally solving this case. My goodness, it took a while. Miss Kira, have you forgotten what you said just a few minutes ago? You quite clearly stated that you didn't know this man's name.
Objection!
Sir Blue Knight, let me get this straight. You're saying that the Amir heard by the witness was actually said by this flower girl, and that it was not his name at all, but rather the incantation of a magical spell? Hello, hi, and welcome to the stream. Welcome. We're finally solving this case, and as we knew from the beginning, Espella was not the witch, but it was Kira, the flower girl. I mean, we're kind of proving it yet. It's not like 100% sure, but like, we know. Welcome. I would ask how you doing, but I'm pretty sure you won't answer. But hello. The defense proposes the following. The true criminal, this supposed witch, is not the defendant, Mrs. Stella Cantabella, but instead, the witness who was heard uttering the magic incantation, Miss Kira. She's our witch. Bam! You used magic to vanish from the scene and tried to frame Miss Cantabella instead. What? Catgut your tongue? No! What just happened? Is that girl, is Espella really not a witch? Unbelievable. I've never heard anything like this. Inquisitor Barnum? Have those two really defeated Inquisitor Barnum?
Objection!
Objection! An impressive display, Sir Blue Knight. It would seem you have finally managed to hone your blade. However, I believe that blade's edge is already beginning to dull. What do you mean? Yeah, what do you mean? I am referring to a contradiction, naturally. Hey, that's my line. My lord, the Inquisition would like to set the record straight regarding what transpired this evening. Let me take my CPs first. Very well, Inquisitor Barnum. Sir Blue Knight, you claim the following. At the time of the crime, the accused Espella Cantabella was surrounded by the two rogues. Then, in order to frame the accused as a witch, Miss Kira cast the spell Dimir and made herself vanish. She then moved in closer to the victims, at which point she cast Ignace, thus causing the incident seen by our witnesses tonight. Uh-huh. Indeed, that does seem to be the claim. The problem is what happened next. There is a contradiction in the defense's account of Miss Kira's movements. A contradiction in her movements? What contradiction? Allow me to continue. The witnesses have stated that they each ventured out towards the crime scene. Which is when Miss Kira, the witch, made her way to this point while still invisible. When she arrived at said spot, she then cast a mirror and reappeared to join the other witnesses. And there you have it. That is accurate, isn't it, Sir Blue Knight? That's correct. Then Mr. Remire heard her call his name. Well, then I have but one question that I would like you to answer. Why would a witch need to do such a thing? Well, what do you mean? Supposing Miss Kira were a witch, surely she would not have made the conscious decision to reappear when she did. One would imagine she would remain hidden and flee the crime scene. Quite right. That's what I'd do if I was a witch. Given that point, there would be no viable reason for her to recite the incantation. In other words, let me stop you right there. Do you remember this? Do we remember this? We have not used this piece of evidence, but it's been here since pretty early on the trial. But she lost them a few days before the incident. We know she's not telling the truth. So, what if she lost the glasses the night of the incident? And that's why she had to reappear to go back and retrieve them. So that she would not be framed. You know, because this would mean she was at the crime scene. Just saying. Given that point, there would be no viable reason for her to recite the incantation. In other words, it is inconceivable that this flower seller, Miss Kira, could be a witch. What? But what just happened? Is Kira really not a witch? Inquisitor Barnum just turned this entire trial right around. Just what I'd expect from Labyrinthia's Sword of Justice. Not Barnum. No, we're not cheering for him. Oh. That's a villain's laugh. Come on. Look at her face.
You all heard it. It's just as Inquisitor Barnum said. Me, a witch. The idea is laughable.
She's gone crazy. She lost it. Not good. She's completely bounced back on her feet. Oh, we were so close too. I can't believe Inquisitor Barnum. Can't he see it? You just have to take one good look at her. It's obvious she's the real witch here. Remember, Mr. Wright, at times like this, a cool head will prevail. Mr. Layton, I'm sure you have had to fight your way out of circumstances such as these many times before. This situation is no different. As a defense attorney, what would you usually do at such a time? Present a reasonable doubt? What would I usually do? Of course, there's only one thing that can get me out of a situation like this. I've got to flip this case on its head and think outside the box. Yeah, how? It would seem the defense has nothing further to add. Why, of course, that's because everyone knows the truth. They know that girl right there is the real witch. That settles it then. Go ahead and deliver your verdict, my lord.
Objection!
Objection. The situation is exactly as you described, Inquisitor Barnum. It really doesn't make much sense for the witch to have used the mirror. Regardless, The defense still maintains that Miss Kira did utter that incantation and make herself reappear. Now the question is, for what reason? If she really didn't have to use that spell, then why use it in the first place? If I can find the answer to that question, then this entire case will start to unravel. Most fascinating. Very well, allow us to hear this theory of yours. Tell the court why it was necessary for the witch to appear at the crime scene. Well, we're still in the game. Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth. The reason Miss Kira reappeared at the scene of the crime was to cover up her crime. Right? Yeah, to cover up her crime. I can't think of any other possibility. This has to be the answer, because she left the glasses there. At least I think she did. Then and that would point to her. Isn't it obvious? She was trying to cover up her own crime. Oh? Is that right? Tell me, why would she do that? Well, just give me a minute. I'm getting to that part. That will not be necessary, Sir Blue Knight. Huh? Think about it. What would she have to hide? If no one could have seen her to begin with. You heard the good Inquisitor. No matter how you look at it, there'd be no reason for me to reappear, assuming I was the criminal, that is. Ugh.
Objection.
Oh. I can't argue with her, I think. She's going crazy, my god, she's losing it so bad. Oh, I choked. Wait, CP. There we go. Pardon the interruption, but that's not necessarily the case. Mr. Layton. Look at that face. My god. Explain yourself, Sir Top Hat. You have stated that Miss Kira had no reason to reappear. However, the situation changed, and it became necessary for her to show herself. Isn't that right, Miss Kira? Huh? What are you talking about? I have no idea what you mean. Ooh, she's getting nervous. It would seem the defense must clarify their argument with evidence. Mr. Wright, I believe that Miss Kira did not intend to reveal herself at the crime scene. Rather, that something occurred which forced this young lady to make herself reappear. What was so important that she had to reappear and risk being spotted? Defender, tell the court why it would have been necessary for the witch to appear at the crime scene.
Take that!
For the glasses. Miss Kira, you usually wear glasses, is that correct? Huh? Oh, she ate the flower. Okay. It's like I already told you. I lost my glasses a few days ago. Sorry. Are you absolutely sure about that? Or did you not, in fact, lose them tonight, during the crime? Oh, of course not! Perhaps you accidentally dropped them while you were committing the crime. Then, as you were attempting to make your escape, you noticed they were gone. Therefore, you made yourself reappear in order to search for your missing glasses. No!
Objection!
Objection. How absurd! Such baseless conjecture. Did I read that right, or did I just make up that word? Well, what you propose is fundamentally flawed. What do you mean? Let us assume hypothetically that the witch did in fact drop this evidence. That does not explain what purpose it would serve for her to make herself reappear. Well, it would point to her being at the crime scene. So, it would still make more sense for her to escape under cover of darkness.
Objection.
No. Unfortunately, Inquisitor Barnum, such a plan was simply not possible. What? Mr. Wright, do you understand what I'm suggesting? Yes. He means the reason Miss Kira made herself reappear at the crime scene. Okay, this is it. Wait, I'm not following. Defender, enlighten us. Why did the witness feel the need to make herself reappear? Someone found her glasses. She couldn't find her glasses. She broke her glasses. Oh, shoot. Wait. I don't know. It has to be one of these, right? She broke her glasses. This wouldn't make sense, right? Because then... Or would it? Wait. She couldn't find him? Wait. I don't know. Why did the witness feel the need to make herself reappear? Someone found her glasses. She couldn't find her glasses. She couldn't? Someone found them? I mean, if someone had found them, wouldn't they have said anything or something about it? She couldn't find her glasses. She broke her glasses. What? I don't understand how this would make her... Yeah, I don't know. She couldn't find them? The answer is simple, Your Honor. She couldn't find her glasses. She could not find them? If you've noticed, she's still not wearing her glasses right now.
Objection.
Hold a moment, Sir Blue Knight. What does that have to do with anything? That's right. It doesn't change a single thing.
Objection.
Yeah, I'm not following either. I'm as lost as they are. That's where you're wrong. In fact, it changes things quite a bit. Tonight, the two victims were engulfed in by flames, courtesy of a magic spell. Courtesy. That very instant, 4 witnesses saw the flames erupt at the scene. It was at that point that something you didn't expect occurred. You suddenly lost your glasses. That's right. You were scared that if your glasses were discovered at the scene of the crime, you would be suspected of being a witch. Oh, so it's what I've been saying. Okay.
Objection.
I thought he was gonna come up with something crazy, but no. What foolishness! Even if her glasses were found, she could simply have explained that she dropped them there days before the crime happened.
Objection.
I'm afraid that is not a possibility, Inquisitor Barnum. But what did you say? If you recall, it had been raining quite heavily at the crime scene beforehand. Had she stated that she dropped her glasses before the crime, then naturally, one would expect the glasses to be soaked in water and covered in mud. However, the rain had already stopped at the time the crime itself was committed. In other words, one look at the pair of clean, dry glasses would reveal she had dropped them later, thus implicating her as the witch. No! I should have known. I was perfecting my rainfall rending technique in the forest. And not once during the rainfall did I see that flower maiden traveling along the nearby path. That's not all. In order to frame Miss Cantabella as the witch, you need to leave this witch's scepter behind at the scene of the crime. I see. That would be the most definitive evidence that she is the witch. The objective here was to have somebody else discover the staff at the scene. Alas, that person was I. However, no doubt you came to realize that one can deduce which spells were used simply by examining the magic gems on the scepter. In this case, one can see that the witch must have used the mirror to vanish from sight and make her escape. That's why, Miss Kira, you were left with no option but to reappear at the crime scene. That was the only way for you to avoid suspicion if someone were to discover your glasses at the crime scene. by reappearing, you'd be able to explain that you simply dropped your glasses when you rushed to see what had happened. Boom. Tang. What do you have to say to that, Miss Kira? Oh.
You know, I've let you both ramble on and on, but playtime is over. So that's it, then? I'm a witch because I dropped my glasses? I must have said it how many times now? I lost my glasses days ago. Were you even listening? I'll say it again. Over 1,000,000 times! I lost my glasses, I lost my glasses! Do you like evidence, Sir Defender? Do you love proof, Sir Top Hat? Then prove I dropped my glasses at the crime scene. Ha! You can't prove it! In other words, you lose.
Why doesn't someone just go there and look for them? Wouldn't that be the easiest way? They should still be there unless someone took them. That is correct. Proving such a thing would indeed be impossible. To prove that the witness dropped her glasses at this crime scene. What say you, Inquisitor Barnum? This is indeed a question of proof, my lord. These glasses have been missing from the very beginning. The Knights of the Inquisition found no trace of these glasses anywhere near the crime scene. Therefore, this witness cannot in any way be accused of being a witch. You heard the man. But we were so close. That girl is a witch. Can't anyone else see that? What should we do, Professor? Ah. Oh? Well, it would seem the young lady has finished what she had to say. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Wright? Yes, it certainly looks that way, Mr. Layton. What's with that face? Do you find something funny here? Wait. Maybe the glasses are invisible. Because if she dropped them while she was still invisible, then to make them reappear, she would need to cast a mirror on them. Because when she cast a mirror on herself, the glasses would still be invisible, right? Maybe that's it? Then how are we supposed to find them? It is as you say, Inquisitor Barnum. Explain. The defense raises just one further question. Why were you unable to find those glasses? What do you mean? You must have searched the area quite thoroughly, looking for them. And yet, even now, the Knights have been unable to locate those glasses. Did you ever wonder why? Yes, that has become quite the mystery. Surely they must be around somewhere. The glasses were lost to the wolves. That is the only explanation. There is still one remaining place that you have not searched tonight. Huh? What did you say? The glasses were supposedly not found at the crime scene, leaving only one other possible place. What is this? You too. Have at you, Sir Blue Knight. Draw your blade and reveal to the court where the glasses are supposedly hiding. It looks like I've somehow managed to make it through my first witch trial. Don't tell me they are in the bucket. Don't tell me they are here. Oh. It looks like I've somehow managed to make it through my first witch trial. It all comes down to this. The final piece of evidence. Time to clear up this case once and for all. I leave the rest in your capable hands, Mr. Wright. The piece of evidence pointing to the one place not searched tonight is...
Take that!
The milk bucket! They fell inside the bucket! Tonight, there was one thing that was carried away from the crime scene right under everyone's noses. carried away? I am speaking, of course, about this. Ah, ahaha, hehehe. That's the milk bucket that disappeared from the crime scene. Thus far, the defense claim was that the glasses were dropped at the crime scene. Wait, thus far the defense's claim that the glasses were dropped at the crime scene has been regarded as mere speculation. It's way too goddamn hot outside. Yep. Especially right now that it's like past noon. It's just gonna get worse. Wait, let me stretch. How hot is it there? Also, like maybe don't go outside. Maybe don't stay inside with an AC on or just a fan or something. I don't know. Well, I say that, but I'm going outside in a bit. By the way, in like 4 minutes. In like 4 minutes is gonna sound my alarm, so I hope we finish this trial in time. I'm not a loser like you. Excuse me, what do you mean by that? Excuse me? However, if Miss Kira, we find your glasses within the contents of this milk bucket, then our mere speculation would suddenly become fact. Oh, I almost choked there. What manner of witchery? What are you talking about? You're crazy! Just crazy! No way could my glasses be inside that stupid bucket. That's just impossible. Well, there's only one way to find out. How about we quit this speculation and actually find out? What do you say, Inquisitor Barnum? That'll just waste the court's time. Don't listen to them. Don't. It is mandated that the Knights of the Inquisition investigate any and all possibilities during the course of a trial. Dong. Milord, the Inquisition requests that this milk bucket be searched immediately. Very well. Oh! Well, would you look at that? Oh, what? Well, Kira, what do you have to say? Miss Kira, as you can see, your glasses have been found inside the milk bucket. The truth is out. Nothing you say can change that now. Which leads us to the next question. Specifically, a question of when. When did you drop your glasses into the milk bucket? What? Well, why is this happening? This whole thing is ridiculous. The answer is obvious, isn't it? I dropped them afterwards, after I ran over to see the fire. I took a tiny peek inside that milk bucket. That's when they fell in. No. Because she took it like... No. Don't be stupid, child. Snowy and I were at the scene first. We made sure to take that milk bucket before anyone else could get their grubby little hands on it. We weren't going to let a single soul get anywhere near that sweet, creamy bucket of deliciousness. You can bet my farm on that. Each of these 4 witnesses has stated they heard a spell ignace being cast at the time of the incident. Getting exposed because your 4 eyes is crazy. It just put the final nail on the coffin. That's just it. Should have been more careful. Wear like eye contacts or something next time. All the witch is taking notes right now. Each of these 4 witnesses has stated... Oh. That's my alarm. Wait, but I don't wanna... Okay, let's see if we can finish it. Like, I'ma give it like 15 more minutes. Each of these 4 witnesses has stated they heard a spell ignace being cast at the time of the incident. According to the Grand Grimoire, Ignite summons a circle of flame within a 1 meter radius of the caster. In other words, oh, I need to sneeze. Wait. Sorry. The real witch must have been at Miss Cantabella's side at the time of the incident. Indeed. That is when the glasses fell into the milk bucket. Therefore, there is only one logical conclusion. Only one person who could be the true witch. She's constipated. God bless you, thank you, Bancho.
Miss Kira, you are the real witch.
Oh my god. Well, there's that founder. We found her. What a very strange trial this has been. From the very beginning, we have all paid witness to a most unusual set of circumstances. A baker turned defender, a surprise extra witness, and now a not guilty verdict for the accused. Never have I seen such a spectacle. Spectacle? I still don't know how to pronounce that. Is this really happening? The girl inside the cage. You mean she's the real witch? But what about that Espella Cantabella girl? First one is correct. Spectacle. Spectacle. Miss Kira. Thank you, Pancho.
Tell us.
Love you.
Why?
Spectacle? Spectacle. Again. Tell us why.
Why were you trying to frame Miss Cantabella?
You could easily have escaped the crime scene without a trace. There was no reason to frame anyone. This crime was a result of nothing but your overwhelming ill intent.
To frame a person as a witch is to condemn that person to death by fire. Surely you must know this.
Oh, even his voice
So
sounds
why
hot.
Espella Cantabella?
He's so hot.
Do you have any idea what it feels like to be a witch?
Also, never say that word again. That L word again. I'm gonna.
What it feels like.
I'm gonna.
I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for these powers, but I have them. And now here I am, begging for my life.
Because you killed 2 people, girl. Don't play the victim here.
I was living
And
such a
try to
peaceful life
accuse
until
someone
now.
else to
Selling
death.
flowers, getting scolded by my boss for not selling enough of them. That's why I was trying to put an end to these trials once and for all.
How?
Put an end to the trials.
You all know what I mean? The one condition written in the story that will end these witch trials.
When the great witch Bezella has been put to the flames and vanquished from this world, these trials will come to an end.
This was my chance to finally end all this. At least that's what I thought.
She's trying not to have a negative kill-death ratio. Well, she managed to do it. It's gonna be 2 kills and 1 death. She did it. Congrats. Congrats. Okay.
The sun had begun to set on that lonely forest path, and there wasn't a soul in sight. I always carried my hidden Talea Magica with me in case of a moment like this. I
What's
used my magic
Magica?
to expose that girl for what she really is.
Talia Magica, not Magica.
If I had been successful, then all these trials would finally end, and I could go on living my peaceful life.
So she's telling that Espella is Bezella? Was it Bezella?
What?
She's the great
What are you
witch?
saying? Am I hearing this correctly?
I strive for that, but in a legal way. Is there a legal way to have that? Like, that's crazy. That's a crazy thing to say, Pacho. Why would you want to kill people? What? Huh? Are you being serious? I hope not. Huh?
Are you actually accusing Espella Cantabella?
Why do you think no one has ever seen the legendary Great Witch? It's because she's been hidden in our midst the entire time. She's protected. She's hidden from us. It's all part of the story.
Part of the story?
Self-defense? You're kidding, right? You're not being serious, are you?
Objection! That's enough! Speak no more. A witch's existence cannot be justified.
No, please. I know you've all noticed it too. You could end this. All of this. That girl. It's all because of that girl. I beg you. Please. Please release me. Knights of the court. Isn't it your duty to protect the people of this town? Give me another chance.
Also, I'm in the military, so
That is where you're wrong. It is indeed a knight's duty to protect. We are impelled to protect the citizens of Labyrinthia against you and your ilk. The reason you were offered my protection until now was because your guilt was uncertain. There was the possibility that you were not a witch. The circumstances were such that it seemed another was guilty. That possibility has since disappeared, and your innocence along with it. You now find yourself at the other end of my sword.
oh my neck.
Vile witch, enemy of Labyrinthia, may the fires purge you from this land.
Hold it. Please wait. Stop. Please just stop this.
What?
Espella!
If it means putting an end to these horrible trials. Let me take her place. Let me be Bezella. Send me to the flames.
What are you talking about right now, girl?
But please, if it would save her life.
What?
This trial has proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that this flower seller, Kira, is a witch. And according to the law, all those found to be witches will be executed.
Did Espella just offer to get killed just because that witch accused her of being Bezella? Shouldn't she know? Shouldn't she herself know if she was the Great Witch? What was that? What was that reaction, huh? Are you talking about Espella? Or what? Because I'm asking the same thing, like,
Did he say
what?
executed? He can't mean.
Why would she offer herself to be killed for something she's not even sure about?
This is most unsettling.
Bailiff, ready the fire.
Bailiff, ready to fire. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No! Don't do this!
Uh-oh.
Listen to me! Don't let her fool you! Espella is the Great Witch! Hear me! There's no time to waste! She's Bezella! Take her! And then these witch trials will be no more! The witch trials will end!
Shoot. Oh God. Oh my God. Now, the question is, why didn't she tell that any other time. Like, knowing how these people function, like, her accusing Espella of being the Great Witch would have probably been taken seriously, because people are just waiting to jump into witches, right? So why wait until she was found out to tell that? That must have been just a desperate attempt of escaping. Because if not, then that doesn't make sense at all. What the fuck are these trials? The Salem Witch trial is crazy. They just killed someone. They just killed someone. Wow. So far, we've always managed to pull off a win and get a not guilty verdict, but winning has never felt this depressing. Oh, Espella, are you alright? Yes, I just want to thank all of you. You all came to my rescue yet again. Well, yeah, of course we did. Hold on a sec, Espella. What did you just say? You all came to my rescue yet again? You don't mean... Oh, Maya doesn't remember? Yes, I remember everything. I remember the last trial. I suppose that makes this the second time we've met, and the second time all of you have helped me. Boo-hoo, get over it, Phineas. He just killed someone. What do you mean, get over it? I would refuse to, like, defend anyone ever again. Well, no. Because if no one defended the accused, then the accused would die as well. It's just so bad. Either way. Mr. Wright, am I to infer that you and Espella have met before? Yeah, it seems that way. You too, Mr. Layton? Perhaps it would be best if we briefed each other on what has transpired. I know how to talk. Okay, what should we discuss? Oh shoot, I should have saved before this. I should have saved. Can I save this? Okay. I think I saved at this point, and I'm gonna have to leave it here because I need to go. I have somewhere I need to be. And this seems like a good point. So next time we're gonna be briefed on everything that happened. Let me go here. There we go. People get convinced to death sentence all the time. Oh, I'm just not here. Death sentence in Spain are not a thing. Are not a thing, and I think they should be a thing anywhere, personally. But yeah, to each their own, I guess. To each their own. Right now, I have to go because I have an appointment I need to get to. So we're gonna go raid. We're gonna go raid Lovey Bubbles. She's playing Valorant. Okay, guys? So, as usual, be nice, read the rules, and I'll see you with more Professor Layton on Thursday, same time as today, and hopefully we will be able to play for a little bit longer than today. Way better than you already? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Way better than me? Who? What? In what sense? Excuse me? What? Huh? What? Luvi. She's better than me. Probably. Probably. I'm not a fan of shooters. But yeah, let's go, guys. I'll see you on Thursday. Bye bye. Thank you for being here as usual. I really appreciate you. Bye bye.